Ryan Martinez pushed his maintenance cart down the sterile corridors of Station Omega-7, the largest diplomatic hub in the Centauri sector. For 3 years, he had mopped these floors, cleaned these walls, and emptied trash bins filled with the detritus of a dozen alien civilizations. To most beings who walked these halls, he was invisible, just another human doing menial labor. The morning started like any other. Ryan hummed an old Earth song as he worked, his weathered hands moving with practiced efficiency. At 28, he had accepted his lot in life. Humans were newcomers to the galactic community, barely tolerated and certainly not respected. They were given the jobs nobody else wanted: sanitation, basic maintenance, food service. Ryan had made peace with it. Everything changed when he heard the crying. The sound came from a maintenance alcove near the Zephyrian embassy. Ryan paused, listening. It wasn't the typical noise of broken machinery or leaking pipes. It was unmistakably the sound of someone in distress. He abandoned his cart and followed the sound. Hidden behind a cluster of atmospheric processors, he found her. The alien was unlike anything he'd ever seen. Her skin shimmered with an opalescent quality, shifting between deep blues and purples. Delicate crystalline structures protruded from her forehead like a natural crown, and her large luminous eyes held an intelligence that took his breath away. But those beautiful eyes were filled with tears. "Hey," Ryan said softly, crouching down. "Are you okay?" The alien looked up, startled. She spoke in rapid melodic tones that his universal translator struggled to interpret. Finally, the device caught up. You can see me?" "Well, yeah," Ryan replied, confused. "You're right there. Are you hurt?" "I am Princess Emma Thera of the Zephyrian Coalition," she said, her voice carrying a regal dignity despite her tears. "And I am dying." Ryan's blood ran cold. "Dying? What's wrong?" Emma explained through broken sobs that she had been poisoned during the peace negotiations. The toxin was designed to target Zephyrian physiology specifically, and the diplomatic medical team had declared her case hopeless. She had perhaps hours left. "The worst part," she whispered, "is that I will die alone. My people, they cannot show weakness. They have already begun to distance themselves, preparing for my replacement." Ryan stared at this alien princess, this being from a civilization that spanned star systems, and saw something achingly familiar: loneliness. Without hesitation, he sat down beside her. "Well, you're not alone now," he said simply. For the next 6 hours, Ryan stayed with Emma. He held her hand as the poison coursed through her system. He told her stories about Earth, about his childhood in New Mexico, about his grandmother's tamales and the way desert sunsets painted the sky in impossible colors. Emma, in turn, shared tales of Zephyr Prime's floating cities and the songs of the crystal forests. When station security found them, Ryan was cradling the unconscious princess, refusing to let the medical team take her. "Sir, you need to step away," the Vaxillian security chief commanded. "This is a diplomatic matter." "She's dying," Ryan said firmly. "And she's scared. I'm not leaving her. You're human sanitation personnel. You have no authority here." "I have the authority of being the only one who gave a damn." The confrontation escalated. Station Administrator Chen, a stern woman who had never shown Ryan an ounce of warmth, arrived within minutes. "Martinez, you're terminated. Security, escort him off the station immediately." As they dragged Ryan away, he shouted back, "Her name is Emma. She has a name." 3 days later, Ryan sat in his cramped apartment on Earth's Luna colony, scrolling through job listings on his tablet. His savings were nearly gone, and no other station would hire him after his diplomatic incident. He was contemplating a job at the asteroid mines when his door chimed. Standing in his doorway was Emma, very much alive and radiating health. Behind her stood a delegation of beings Ryan didn't recognize, tall, graceful humanoids with silver skin and eyes like stars. "Ryan Martinez," Emma said, her voice strong and clear. "Meet the Ascended Collective, the galaxy's most advanced medical civilization." The lead collective representative stepped forward. "We heard about a human who showed true compassion to a dying being, refusing to abandon her despite personal cost. Such purity of spirit is rare in the galaxy." Emma smiled, her crystalline crown catching the light. "The poison that was killing me? It wasn't designed for Zephyrians at all. It was a test administered by the collective. They've been searching the galaxy for individuals capable of genuine altruism across species barriers." "A test?" Ryan stammered. The galaxy is changing, Ryan Martinez, the collective representative explained. Old prejudices are crumbling. We need beings who can bridge the gaps between species, who judge others not by their origin but by their actions. We need ambassadors. Emma took his hands, the same way he had held hers during those long, dark hours. The collective has offered me a position establishing new diplomatic protocols based on empathy rather than politics. I told them I wouldn't take it without my partner. Partner? You showed me what humans are truly capable of, Ryan. Not just intelligence or determination, though you have both, but something rarer. You have the ability to see the person inside any form, to offer comfort without expecting reward. Emma's eyes sparkled with unshed tears, but these were tears of joy. The galaxy needs more beings like you. 6 months later, Ambassador Ryan Martinez walked the halls of the new Galactic Council headquarters. Beside him, Ambassador Emma Thara carried herself with the same regal bearing she'd had even in her darkest moment. Together, they had revolutionized interspecies diplomacy, proving that understanding and compassion could accomplish what centuries of political maneuvering had failed to achieve. The human janitor who had once been invisible now stood at the center of galactic civilization, not because he had demanded respect, but because he had shown that respect was something freely given. In helping one alien princess find dignity in her final moments, he had reminded an entire galaxy what it meant to be truly civilized. Sometimes the most incredible things begin with the simplest acts of kindness.